Hi everyone. Today I want to speak to international relations, how Nigeria relates with other countries, the image of Nigerians abroad, the image of Nigerian super egos, how countries treat our citizens because of what they hear from us, and because of what they see and read online, and because of what they experience when themselves are in the country. You see, the world is a global village nowadays, and nothing is hidden. With internet, you could go to different countries just from the comfort of your house. Sitting comfortably in your sofa, you can watch a lot of things going on. Whether it is TV or social media, you can see what is going on in every part of the world. Now, this is the dangers of politicians who think they have access to power, they can be corrupt, nobody cares, it is their country, their sovereign nation. What they don't understand is that there is something called international bodies, international community. People can get involved in your affairs, people are watching you. There will be a time where you will need to use your image to get something from different countries, maybe in terms of bilateral trade, maybe because of international competitions, Olympics, FIFA, whatever, it could be. And that's when all these things come into play, how people are treated, how people are welcomed, how people are suspected. And this is one side that Nigeria has a very, 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 very bad reputation, very bad image. It affects us. You see, there's a thin line between being giving your country a good image and supporting evil or supporting corruption. I will use example with the UK. They don't give any leeway, they don't give any chance for public offenders. They don't care. Once you are in public office, you are held accountable. In fact, up to their prime minister, if you do wrong, they will call you out. They will make sure they keep pushing, keep fighting. They don't care who mocks them. Oh, this is your country, your leaders are corrupt, until they get you out of that place. And oftentimes than not, people resign, right? Same goes for America. Even if it's the president involved, you will see whistleblowers, the witnesses will be protected, and they will make sure they hold anybody accountable, even if the person is a public servant. In Asia countries, some even have very severe consequences, like paying death penalties for corrupt leaders. Now, in Nigeria, the reverse is the case. They praise you when you're a criminal, they protect you, they fight for you, they make chants for you, they break systems for you if you are corrupt. So in that capacity, internationally, we have a very bad reputation. And when our national team keeps playing football, because even if a country is at war, sports is one thing that keeps going on. Even if Libya is at war internally, or we are war, Israel versus Gaza, or versus Lebanon, or Hezbollah, or whoever they are fighting, Israel is still participating in football. Israel team is still playing football. So why am I saying this? Football is something that doesn't have to be affected by politics. But in this particular case, Libya has accused Nigeria of not treating them well. They've shown some proof, the bad roads, the police checkpoints. I don't know what they were speaking. I couldn't get the language. But at the same time, they circulated that video. It speaks highly of us. Now, in the videos that were circulated by Nigerians about Libya, we saw they were held hostage and stuff like that. But we saw the surrounding environments. We saw the nature of the boss they brought. But this speaks volume to how people disrespect Nigeria, our international relations, our foreign policies. There was a time when we are regarded as the giant of Africa, but today we are the ants of Africa. Some of these countries that we look down on and claim that we're the black most populous country, howbeit always in crisis, internal fights, our military is always active, not with any external country, but internal problems, banditry, whatever. Choosing my word lightly today, Let's be kind to Nigeria. But when you look at all these things, you will see it is because of the effect of our image, which we don't care for, number one, because if you care for your image, then other people will not disrespect you. But because we don't care for this image, we go on disrespecting the masses. The president will be buying Escalade, but cars, jets, yachts. Meanwhile, the people are suffering. A whole Senate president will tell people to go and eat free food wherever they see it. Sorry, I'm just laughing because some of these things are comical. I mean, people are dying because of food. The amount of people that have died, the amount of people have told me that they've lost someone in the last 2 months is astronomical. I've never heard that kind of amount. I've never had that amount of requests from people asking for, one or two help because they are preparing for burial. And that's purely because these are old, young, people dying because there's hunger in the land. There's way too much poverty in the land. A liter of oil is 1,300 naira. That's crazy for a oil-producing country, the 6th largest oil-producing country. So when we have all this image, it affects our football. And then Libya versus Nigeria couldn't hold because they believe they were maltreated. Now, whatever the case may be, whether the Benghazi government and the Tripoli government did not align, we don't know. But for whatever it is worth, right? For what it's worth, we need to understand that our image globally is bad. Our image globally is bad. If it is not Niger disrespecting our players, and these are players that play in almost all the league in the world, Champions League, Premier League, Spanish League, every La Liga, everything is there. We have all these players represented heavily in our team. Yet, Libya will disrespect these people who ordinarily, some of them cannot even. Libya as a country, I don't think any of their players can be in the subs of some of the teams our players play in. But now, because of Nigeria, we brought them together to be disrespected by Libya. Now, if it's not Libya disrespecting us, it will be Burkina Faso walking away from ECOWAS and Mali walking away from ECOWAS, or it will be Niger. In Niger, landlocked country that our former president built railway to their country. It will be Niger challenging us to a war. So all this is becoming too much. Ghana will do the same to us, kick us out. You know what they did in our embassy in Ghana, South Africa, Xenophobia, they will be killing Nigerians. It is way too many, one too many to mention. We don't have any respect abroad. Who respects you abroad? Once you say you're a Nigerian, you become a suspect. It's not a news. I'm not the first to say it. So, I mean, when we say these things, we are bringing things that is already known to the fore. It's not like we are happy about it. It's not like we don't want to be patriotic. It's not like we want to be saying bad things about our country. But at the same time, if you don't call out what is bad, it will continue. We need to speak to these things. And other countries are doing. Israel are not happy with their prime minister, even though because of wartime, they are not carrying on with the election. But they were angry with him. People that are not happy with Biden are speaking up. People that are not happy with, conservative, they spoke up, and we had Labour today in the UK. So it is not, even in Canada, they tackled their prime minister. So it is not when you say something against your president or against political officers, you become unpatriotic. No. You have to say things that you know, and you must just be fair to them. Now, what are the good things that Tinubu did or Tinubu have done? Let's name a few. Or let's name all of them, because I don't think it's a few. I don't think it's many. Number one, student loan. I heard today, Shehu Okibaloye had a discussion, one of the Senate that was managing this student loan, and they said they've disbursed about 30 billion naira to about 14,000 students already. That 300 something thousand have hit their website, but about 280,000 have actually requested for the loan. Now, we don't know the demographics of those people who have asked for these loans for their university, polytechnics, and College of Education. But according to them, it's just for federal universities, and they pay directly to the school. And they also, according to them, pay 20,000 naira a month as what you call pocket money, like maintenance loan as well. So they give those to the students. So that's one of the good things, we've seen in this administration. The second one will be the local government autonomy. But what we are seeing is that all those things are being hijacked by the governors anyway. But at least it is a welcome development. Any other one? We can talk about the aviation sector. Festus Keyamo is doing well. He's trying. We can talk about the Ministry of Interior, our passports. The airports. They're trying. Apart from these four, I don't think, unless I missed anything, I don't think there's anything I can say good about Tinubu. Now, let's talk about things that could have been better. The economy, number one. Security. Economy, no fuel. No, poverty. These are the main things they're supposed to get right, and then use the other ones to top it up. So, if you want to compare and contrast, Tinubu has done worse than any president ever in history. We've seen record high in almost every commodity you can ever think of in Nigeria. So that said, let's say that and put it out of the way. Corruption. EFCC has turned to what somebody don't understand anymore. Even DSS, SSS, no reputation. Our courts, the lowest it has been in terms of reputation and ranking or rating or even integrity. So these are very bad. In terms of statistics, I don't think Tinubu has scored even up to 2%. If you compare what he's done good to what he's done bad. So we have a lot to sort of do. We have a lot to do in terms of our image, in terms of our reputation. We have our celebrities doing fantastically well. Movie, comedy, entertainment in general, music. We are doing fantastically well. Even our pastors, yes, our pastors, our ministries, they are doing well. Pastor Jerry, Pastor Selman, Pastor Nathaniel Bassi, Senash, these guys are doing wonders abroad. Closing big stadiums. Great. It's also good for the nation. But when it comes to politics, that's where the problem starts. Politics, government, nothing to write home about. And people are speaking. Most Nigerians that are posting these things on their socials don't have just Nigerians following. They have other countries following. And that's why once you enter plane and you're heading to Nigeria, the treatment is always bad. Because some of these citizens, they see the way we complain about our government. They see the way our government treats us. And they will treat us the same. Like I said, I've mentioned about 5 different Nigerian African countries that doesn't have any respect for Nigeria. I can even add Dubai to that. I've flown this route and I know how I got treated. So, do you want to talk about Morocco? When you get on Morocco Airline and you want to face Nigeria, the same thing. Because they know your government don't care about you. You want to talk about Libya. Do you know how many Nigerians are trying to cross from Libya to Europe that are in Libyan cells, in prisons? There's so many videos on YouTube, there's so many videos on social media where Nigerians are crying out from the bad places where, in fact, Nigerian government need to use this attention on Libya to actually go to their prisons and see how many Nigerians they can get out of Libya, because a lot of Nigerians are there wasting. So already these people don't have any regard for Nigeria. How many Libyans are in Nigeria looking for better life? How many Libyans, even in their wartime? Libya used to get benefits during Gaddafi. Yes, they get free everything, free education, free whatever during Gaddafi. Now, even in wartime, Libyans don't rush to Nigeria. So at the end of the day, we have to look at ourselves and tell ourselves, these people are right in treating us this way. Because we're not really the giants. We are the ants of Africa. They are better than us. If you check their currency, if you check Ghana currency, if you check South African currency, against the Naira compared to the dollar, it's nothing to write home about. £1 is excess of 2,000 plus, 2,100 and something. It's crazy. Fix up, Nigeria. Our politicians, like I said in my last video, most of our politicians, in fact, all of our politicians, cannot stand toe to toe with African politicians. Are you going to compare our president to Senegalese president? Are you going to compare our president in democracy to Burkina Faso's military regime president or prime minister or whatever he wants to call himself? You can't. Look at what they are doing for their countries. We're not patriotic. You look at them and you know that what we are doing in Nigeria is just mockery of ourselves. So yes, if it pinches, if it pains us, it is for us to fix our country because other people are watching. Thank you. God bless you.